Good morning, students. We are doing revision for periodic 1. We are revising lesson 1, nutrition in plants. Today we will continue with the revision and we will study some more topics of lesson 1. Today we will see heterotropic mode of nutrition, parasites, saprophytes, etc. Yesterday we have done what is the difference between autotrophs and heterotrophs. What are autotrophic and heterotropic modes of nutrition? Today we will see other modes of nutrition in plants. There are some plants which do not have chlorophyll. They cannot synthesize food. How do they survive and from where do they derive nutrition? Like humans and animals, such plants depend on the food produced by other plants. They use the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now we move on to our next topic, parasitic plants. The plants that derive its nutrition from another plant is called parasitic plant. Parasitic plants do not have chlorophyll. Parasitic plants take ready-made food from the plant on which it is climbing. The plant on which it climbs is called the host. For example, Cuscuta is called the parasite. Cuscuta is also known as amabel. Do you have seen a yellow, wiry branch structure twining around the stem and branches of a tree? This is a plant called Cuscuta. It does not have chlorophyll. Now children, moving on to our next topic, insectivorous plants. Have you seen or heard of plants that eat animals? There are a few plants which can trap insects and digest them. Is it not amazing? Such plants may be green or of some other color. So the plants that eat insects are called insectivorous plants. For example, pitcher plant. Pitcher plant is having a pitcher like a structure or a jug like a structure, which is the modified part of leaf. The apex of the leaf forms a lid which can open and close the mouth of the pitcher. Inside the pitcher, there are hairs which entangle the trapped insect. The lid closes and the insect is trapped. The insect is killed by the juices secreted in the pitcher and its nutrients are absorbed. Such insect-eating plants are called insectivorous plants. Now children, we move on to our next topic, saprotrophic plants. You might have seen packets of mushrooms sold in the vegetable market. You may have also seen fluffy umbrella-like patches growing in moist soils or on rotting wood during the rainy season. These organisms are called fungi. They have a different mode of nutrition. They absorb the nutrients from the dead and decaying matter. Such organisms with saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprotrophs. The fungi also grow on bread, pickles, leather, clothes and other articles that are left in hot and humid weather for long time. During the rainy season, they spoil many things. The fungal spores are generally present in the air. When they land on wet and warm things, they germinate and grow. So the mode of nutrition in which organisms take in nutrients from dead and decaying matter is called saprotrophic nutrition. So children, here is a revision worksheet for you all. Question number 1 is define parasitic plants and saprophytic plants. The definitions you have done in your notebook, you have to write the definitions. Second question, how does a pitcher plant catch insects? Everything is explained in the presentation. You have to write how does a pitcher plant catch insects. And this answer you also have done in your exercises also. Third is differentiate between parasites and saprophytes. Now after going through the presentation, you must know what is the difference between parasites and saprophytes. You have to give 2 points. First point is definition and other is the examples. Dash is a parasitic plant. Fifth, plants which obtain their food from dead and decaying matter are called saprophytes. Sixth is Name the type of nutrition found in fungi, lichen, amabel and pitcher plant. It is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So children, solve this worksheet and send it in the WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you children.